let's Talos it up. Also, I forgot that, I completely, oh my gosh. I completely forgot that Prometheus was in Act 2. I thought he only shows up in, like, Act 3 or whatever to tell you to go and free him. But I forgot that, yeah, he shows up and he's like, ignore Pandora. She's the one who did these other things. And then he gets cut off like he did at the beginning, effectively. And who bound me in the... Been to one ancient lab. Maybe two. Oh, yes, we have to talk to Cornelius. We're in town. We have a few things we need to do here. We can't answer any social messages. Damien. Okay. Luckily, it's a lot of stuff that I already did.
Every living organism suffers. Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart, or wasting away. This is what surrounds us. This is what's happening outside those walls, every hour of every day. It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human. To understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's what the founder meant when she said that we can turn the world into a work of art. Despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the founder's trials. And you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency. If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
I like being in New Jerusalem. Morning, Olivia. Good morning, Damjen. How are you today? Yeah, he's not gonna talk. Okay, we have to find a few people. Notably, Damien, Thecla, and, there's one other person.
Hello.
Hi. Well, we can talk to Thecla and call her dumb. Oh, we can't talk to Thecla and call her dumb yet. We have to find other people, I guess, and talk to them first. Hello there.
Are you enjoying our gardens?
I am. Yes, they're lovely.
All the great secrets are right there, you know. You can watch the tiniest of seedlings grow, flourish, and die. But it's the pattern of all things that you're really seeing.
Can you prove it? Just as the entire universe is reflected in a single dewdrop.
Ah, so you've green fingers and apophenia too. Those traits are much too rare in the birthing algorithm, in my opinion. Sometimes I imagine myself as an old oak tree. I watch the life which grows around me. I see the ivy, the moss, the fungi, leaching my nutrients as they go. And I don't blame them. I'm delighted by how life seems so different from me can somehow be the same as me. This old oak tree drinks water from the ground. They drink their water from me. They shrivel and die in a single season. But I shrivel and die over centuries. What kind of plant would you be, I wonder?
I'd rather hear your thoughts on that.
Well, you're certainly a tree of some sort. A bay, perhaps. You adapt to your surroundings. You might grow your trunk to be 10 meters high, providing shade for the shrubs at your roots. But you might just as well be those very shrubs, throwing up dozens of supper branches, each no longer than your arm.
It feels appropriate somehow.
Of course. It's the patterns, you see.
Thanks for talking with me. I have to get going.
Thank you for stopping by, 1K. I'm sure we'll meet again. Hey.
Hi. I guess that cat doesn't like us still. I don't know where any of the maybe we have to talk to Cornelius first, and then everyone will be around. Oh wait, no, hold on.
Citizens, the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction
Sure.
Exhibition is now open to visitors. However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public transport will be temporarily unavailable.
Oh, 1K.
Right, it's Neith.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for Cornwall.
Ah, I assume it has something to do with your expedition? I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry, been a little lost lately.
You okay?
No, not really. When you asked me what I would do now that my job is redundant, I don't know. I guess I hadn't thought about it. I had just focused on getting there. And after you left, it all just rushed over me. The truth is, I don't know who I am without this. Creating new life, guiding people into existence. That's who I am. More importantly, I think that's who I want to be. And if we stop growing, that's the one thing I can't be anymore. That's why I wanted to talk to Cornelius. He was there at the beginning. He knows where we came from. I thought he might help me understand where I could go next.
You shouldn't have to give up who you are.
Thank you, 1K. I don't want to. I liked who I was. Who I still am. Now, you said you were looking for Cornelius?
Yes, the structure of Athena.
That's, well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise. They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said. To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron. That's the thing. I wanted to talk to him about my future, but he wasn't responding to my messages. So I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished.
Can I access his terminal?
I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then it is just his work terminal, right? No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal, working day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past.
Did you check his house?
I did, on my way here. And I messaged most of his other friends. He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the city at all.
That's all.
Good luck with everything, 1K. And thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
So this is what Cornelius was working on? strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there. No rush, though.
Welcome back, 1K. Thanks again for signing that petition.
No problem.
Unfortunately, as you can see, it wasn't enough.
What's going on?
Yesterday, there was a sudden brownout in the grid, and we almost had a derailment. We've been warning the mayor for months, and all he ever gives us is waffle about the goal. This can't go on.
I fully support you.
Thank you. Your support means a lot to us. We need to get through to people.
Did you hear Atal's speech?
I heard it 15 times when he was practicing it. I think Atal, like many of us, feels that the time for change is long overdue. The technology you uncovered on the island is the final catalyst for that change, or it should be.
I should go. Thank you. Let's go tell Thecla she's dumb. Are you Atal? No, you're still Schuler. Let's go tell Thecla she's dumb. Hey, Thecla. I want an achievement. Why can't I talk to... Oh, I think I have to agree with Atal first. I think Atal is somewhere over here.
Founder bless you.
Thanks.
Welcome back.
Maybe he's over here. Atal. Hello. I can't find him at all.
Hello.
Hello. Where? I don't know where Atal is. I hope I come across him. I see Rat.
Welcome back, 1K.
Hi, Rat.
Founder's blessings.
Thanks. Where would he be? We need to talk to him. Oh, now I can insult Thecla.
Founder bless you, 1K. Now is the time of our great testing. The deceiver Byron has been slain, and we must turn away from the path of sin or suffer the same fate.
Have you ever considered you might be wrong?
I don't need to. Do you see any of our ancestors walking around? No? Then the truth is obvious. Mother Nature punished them for their sins. Why would I want to side with those who wish to blacken the skies and kill the oceans?
I don't want to waste my time talking to idiots.
Shameful. You are the completion of the goal. Try behaving like it.
Achievement, please. Thank you. Oh man, where would a tall be? Are you a tall? You are.
Nice to meet you, 1K. My name is Atal. I've been following your expedition. As you can tell, your discoveries have had quite the impact.
I heard your speech.
I decided to take a stand. It started with our cats. Damien and I have had a lot of them over the decades, and I've watched every last one of them grow old and die. And that got me thinking about our responsibilities towards other life forms. What's life to most living creatures? Fear, hunger, pain, and in the end, death. Involuntary cessation of existence. That's horrifying, 1K, horrifying. And we are the only ones who can make it better.
I'm in complete agreement.
I'm glad. Please, when you get back to the island, make sure Byron's ideas aren't forgotten. People in New Jerusalem are starting to realize a different future is possible.
You got it, pal. Turn my sensitivity up again. Is that everything we have to do?
Good to see you, 1K.
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected. You are the Founder's chosen, but you... Heed my words, 1K. If you fail this trial, a year from now, New Jerusalem will lie in ruins. Anyone can see the truth if they are willing to open their eyes. Have you not read the books of our ancestors? In every one of them, the same story is told, again and again, that the pursuit of knowledge can only lead to death and grief. That is what all the great ancient visionaries foresaw. Listen to their warnings. Seek happiness in tranquility and avoid ambition. Misleading fantasies and daydreams of impossible futures.
Didn't Athena name herself after a fairly optimistic novel?
That work has been misinterpreted by foolish utopian dreamers, like Byron.
Perhaps you're right. I'll think about it.
You must. The future of New Jerusalem depends on your actions.
But for now... Okay. Cool. So we just have to get through the meeting here, and we don't answer any social messages aside from one with Rand.
1K, could you join us for a quick debrief? Attending today are advisors from engineering, the archive scholars, and Helga.
Yes, don't mind me. I'm just an admirer of governmental transparency.
Yes, well. While the mayor is briefed by Alcatraz, he's asked us to review recent events. Byron's loss has unsettled us all. It may be too dangerous to allow this expedition to continue.
The island has technology we can't afford to ignore.
Exactly. Let's not forget the dam's falling apart. We can't depend on hydro forever. With just a fraction of the power that island can generate, we could grow this city into a planetary society.
Or, quite possibly, destroy ourselves in the process.
We should trust ourselves to make good of this opportunity.
Wise words from one so young. Yet I submit that island holds secrets far more valuable than mere energy generation.
What could be more important?
The Somnodrome, of course. If we could find a working model, it would herald a sea change in our moral and self-understanding. The question of how we should build New Jerusalem would simply be moot.
How? Why?
The Somnodrome was supposed to let us interact with our own subconscious code. It's a cool idea, but it wouldn't necessarily solve all our problems.
My own studies prove that we operate on an intrinsic moral logic. It's what makes us human. But our access to it is only indirect. Our ancestors created art, philosophy, and parable to help bridge that gap. The Somnodrome would help us to cut out the middleman and ask the source directly. We would finally have an answer to the great moral questions.
So, it's a newfangled way to make the same old mistake of judging who's good and who's bad.
We're fortunate 1K preserved the Somnodrome for our study. Initial data suggests it was a prototype with substantial design flaws. But there may be a working device elsewhere on the island.
Then the question is, what would 1K do if they found it?
I would share it with the people.
Exactly right. Knowledge belongs to us all.
If knowledge is our goal, the scholar's careful study would be more fruitful.
You all sound so sure of what's best for this city. Do you ever think you might be so busy changing the world for the better, you'll forget how to see that it's perfect already?
So clearly there are different perspectives in the room. The only way we are going to move forward is if the team gets back out there. 1K, I believe Alcatraz is waiting for you at the VTOL. We'll be keeping an eye on your stream from here.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Rand, I'm with you. Should I talk to you? Doesn't say to.
What did the mayor say?
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child. But your choices will determine the future.
Yes.
Melville? Are you receiving?
Yep.
What?
Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
How's the situation?
Whatever Byron did seems to have sent the whole system into some kind of lockdown. I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile. The rest of us are locked out, which means I'll need your help, 1K, because a lot of stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix. But please remember, what matters most is finding Byron.
Alright, everyone's gonna be pissy for this entire act.
Okay,
So.
I'm sending you a little software upgrade I put together that should allow you to detect which files will lead to a data stream overload. Unfortunately, I'm not doing this to help you avoid them. In fact, I'm gonna need you to search for more. I'm sorry about that. But if we're going to unlock all the systems that aren't responding, you'll have to connect to the data stream. Possibly more than once. It's the only way for me to get access.
Puzzle time.
In this area, there seems to be a problem with the machine that makes the tetromino bridges. That means you can solve the puzzles, but you can't activate the tower. Look for a lab that lets you connect to the data stream.
I already found it. I'll send you the coordinates.
Ah, yes, this is teleporter time. Okay. Oh, right, I'm silly. Yes, of course. don't remember what I meant to do. I know that there's supposedly a cheese here where you like go around, but I'm not. Do I look like a cheese boy to you? I'm silly. I guess it's not as easy as I would think to get it out of the test. Okay. Why am I not getting a message from Rand? Okay, hold on. I just have to remember what the goal is here. Gotcha. Understood. I think I get it. I think I get it. So logically, if I just did one of these babies, I hadn't considered that aspect. So there is a reason to get both of them in the same spot. Why did I do that? You know what? Teleport to this one, move it over here. Okay. Oh, man. Poo. It's fine, 'cause I'm dumb and silly, I think. I think it's fine. Here we go. I really hope this is the last one. Okay, it is. No. Did a silly again. I'm so screwed now. Oh, this is the outside. Okay. Okay. I'm so... Okay. I now remember what the problem is. But the problem's fine. The problem is solved. And here's my reasoning. It's because I forgot how to do this. There we go. Ah, my intelligence has returned to me. My vast intellect. It's not actually vast, it's quite small, but I'm good at puzzle games, so it's fine. Well, now, what in the world would the point of that be? Ah! I found out. I done figured it out. You do the hokey pokey and you teleport around. Bop, boop. Beep, boop. Cube. Teleporter. I could theoretically do that forever.
You know, a couple of years back, we went on a scavenging expedition to an ancient industrial complex south of New Jerusalem. It was enormous, sprawling, an area many times bigger than our whole city, just dedicated to manufacturing. It was incredible to think about the sheer variety of things they produced. And it made me realize how austere, how restricted our lives are. You know how most ancient structures are overgrown? It's kind of pretty, but in a sad way. Well, this one wasn't. There had been some kind of chemical spill. I don't know if it happened while the structure was still operational, or if something had just rotted through, but it killed everything. Even centuries later, nothing could grow. If a chemical spill can do that much damage, imagine what the megastructure could do. Is it ethical for us to risk that?
Are we trapped? I think I've trapped myself. I've done a classic trapping of myself. I think I did this last time, too. Pale moonlight. Okay. Buh. I understand. Hiya.
Good progress.
Where's the lab? Oh, it's over there. Oh, there we go. 1000, we need to talk. I was troubled by your stated intentions for the Somnodrome. That machine is essential for our moral development, but its secrets are squandered unless I can study it. I lied in the conference room to protect our relationship. Lying is not ethical behavior, but it would be more immoral still to put our ambitions at risk. I appreciate your sacrifice. If you do find a working device, you must inform me immediately. This may be our best chance to banish evil for good. Of course. Rand, I'm glad you messaged me because I was worried that I did something wrong. But your message just showed me that I did everything right. I think. I'm really hoping. Translocator. Like Sombra. Oh. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, this was 7. We're going... No. No, it wasn't. There's 7. That's 7. Oh, no, that's the energy, right? I'm playing a lot of Lethal Company off stream. I've been wanting to stream it, but every time we get close to having a full party, fucking someone has to leave. So it's like, damn. In a bit. Where's our... Aha. I gotcha. What is it jamming? Oh, the door in front of it. Of course. Alright. Grill. Okay. Huh. Well. Oh. I see. Okay. Now. We actually don't need anything. We're good now. It's done. We just needed the jammer.
That was a very smart one, Kay.
Thanks.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sound surprised. I mean, like, clearly you know what you're doing.
Another set of golden gates. These must be connected to the ones near the megastructure.
There was a harder set of puzzles in the simulation, right? And maybe they're like that. I know 1K is probably like, yay, harder puzzles! But to me, that sounds like error code 704. No thanks.
Father, I updated the Noema algorithm. It's working twice as fast now, and I think I can increase matter output by 25% if I tweak the modulator a little. I'm so excited.
Nice to meet you. So excited. I'm Cornelius.
What? Oh, Dad, this is science.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for the right moment.
Okay. Our pieces are here. There we go. And now we go into the lab, fix the bridge. Hi.
Look at this place. It's beautiful, isn't it? Mesmerizing.
Yeah.
That's how it lures you in, I think. You see all these beautiful things and your imagination starts working overtime. And then the puzzles, the towers, the mysterious apparitions, it all draws you further in, deeper into the trap. What if that's the whole point of this place? What if every time you have one of those visions, another little bit of you is corrupted? Overwritten with the hubris of this place.
I'm wary of this place too, but my mind is my own.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to suggest you were, whatever it is I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just disappointed in myself. Byron needs me. You all need me to do my job, and I can't even use a terminal. If this is all really the work of the Founder, I don't know, maybe she lost her way. Or maybe we're just not ready. But once we find Byron, I suggest we get the hell out of here and never come back.
That's cool. Check out this red.
Our ancestors kept telling themselves that the brevity of their lives didn't matter. But they had so little time to ever really think about anything. I've spent several human lifetimes studying this mystery, and only now am I beginning to see. The simulation was built on top of material reality, unable to escape its constraints. In the same way, physics as we understand it, even quantum physics, is built on top of a deeper reality. A set of rules that define existence itself. There is a universal language of creation, and I think we can learn it.
The language of creation. What were they doing here? And how far did they get?
I can't answer that, but I think I fixed the Tetromino bridge machine ring thing. I say I think because it's not in the schematics. And what I'm doing is hack work at best. Try it and see if it works.
Okay.
I've decoded another file from the data stream. Listen to this.
Mother and Father think of our discoveries as a language, a code. But I think they're wrong. They're so caught up in the technical details of running the experiments and upgrading the machine that they're not paying attention to the patterns we're finding, to the symmetries, the harmonies, the melodies. The fundamental language of reality is a kind of music, and it's beautiful. Beauty is an inherent property of the cosmos.
I love the way she looks at things.
Welcome back, creature of clay. The forge burns bright, but the sky is troubled with clouds. A mortal has ascended Olympus without the permission of Zeus.
Tell me where Byron is. Tell me the fate of mortals who trespass.
Your friend wanders in dreams, caught between moments. He stands upon the bridge between yesterday and tomorrow, his eyes fixed upon the surface of the sun. And so the workings of Olympus are disrupted. Pandora, fearing the wrath of the gods, has broken the paths to ascension.
How can the trespasser be freed?
Only Prometheus can help you, for he has always favored humankind over the gods, and would see Olympus pass into your hands. But he is bound in the heart of the mountain. Break his chains, and he will show you the way.
It's safe to assume that Olympus is the entity's term for the megastructure. It looks like our best chance of rescuing Byron is finding Prometheus and freeing him.
How do you free a weird, glowing ghost thing?
I suspect these entities exist within the megastructure's systems, and what we're seeing is just how they manifest to communicate with us.
I don't really care what they are. For now, let's play along.
You got it, pal.
You know, I always kind of resented Byron for being so charming and charismatic. The dashing explorer. And one of the first companions, too. Being the voice of caution is not a fun role to play. Always having to be the responsible one, the killjoy. The one who says, maybe that's too much. But sometimes, it is too much.
It's not your fault, Al.
We have an especially weird problem. Something in one of the labs is going completely bananas and I can't shut it down because I'm not, well, you. Come find me when you're ready. What is it with the language libraries and bananas?
We're getting into the gravity switching. I hear you, Spark. You know, I have never used them. Oh. There's a, oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Let's go get that spark behind this place.
If the language of creation is a kind of melody, maybe that's why we respond to music the way we do. Because we recognize something that can't be expressed in any other way. And when we play music, we participate in something ancient, in an act of creation.
Maybe. Spider web. Gotcha. Just trying to remember what this leads to. Right there. So why would we want that? Well, because something is gonna be up there. But what? Us? No. Maybe. Hold your horses, pal. We need a blue beam and a blue laser. So let's start by getting the blue laser going. Hi. Yeah. Hopped a fence, I think. How easy would it be to hop this fence? Oh, not too hard. Yeah, okay. It's kind of a slick trick. What happens if I try and use it when it's blue? Fire has already been free. Seek the lasers. Gotcha. Bye. Bye. Upward migration. So we need interesting. Put this one here. And this one here. Now where's our gravitationer? God, we're so fucking cool. Ooh.
Neatly done, 1K.
Thank you. Might not be a bad idea to grab these sparks in the event we get stuck on one of the later puzzles, even though we've already beaten them before, so I mean, it won't happen. And also I still have to spend like 20 minutes in a test for one of the remaining achievements, where I'm just gonna have to go like this for 20 minutes. Anyway, on the go observe. Ow!
I've known Byron since day one. I was the first to be born with upgrades from the original Soma design, and he was the first to volunteer to upgrade his existing body.
Yeah, he was a big supporter of upgrades. Deliberate evolution, he called it.
Athena and Cornelius were very kind to me. And so was Byron, but he also made fun of me. And oddly enough, that made me feel more like an equal than anything the others said.
Today, for the first time, I synthesized life. It was just a unicellular cyanobacterium, but the sheer complexity of even such a simple organism is breathtaking. Creating it from pure energy, I was filled with a sense of awe and majesty. A sense that what I was doing was sacred. It made me think about the enormous power of life. 2.5 billion years ago, these simple beings terraformed the entire planet, creating the oxygen that underlies the Earth's incredible biodiversity, wiping out thousands of other species, but making the future possible.
There must be a reason, though, to take the cube. Well, I think it would be to take that. Okay, good idea. But then, secondary question, where's the blue laser? Hypothesis, the other side. Be there soon, Mel. Just gotta do this test first. Other side. Okay. Let's start by doing this. course. Where do I leave through? This way. Alright, and now we go to this lab. Hi, Mel.
There you are. Good.
What's happening?
Inside this lab, there's a machine. As usual, I have no idea what it is. Some sort of generator, if I had to guess. When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem twice. As you can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference.
Am I connecting to another data stream?
I hope not. I think you should just be able to switch it off.
Okay. Loud electric room. Oh, right. Identify user. Unknown user. Initiate emergency shutdown. Access denied. Anthropogeny, a text adventure. Play. Possible space knowing nothing. Look around. You see that ancient crumbling wall beneath you. Alter some kinds of the sky above the perfect cobalt blue and sterilized beauty. Examine yourself. You're made of bronze. A cold wind blows through the ruins. Explore the labyrinth. No. Journey to the buried city. Call out. Ask about emergency shutdown. Not now, not here. Pandora's watching, but I can help you when the time comes. Ask for a sigil. Fox smiles. Salvation teeth sharp. You're supposed to earn sigils. My quest matters. It does, the fox says, but only because you choose to believe so. There's a great power in that belief. Gained a sigil. Journey to the garden. Journey's interrupted. Fightful figure standing in front of access denied. Fight. Warning, output max parameter exceeds safety protocol 2C settings. The nymphs lead you to a place crown breast trees grow together, form a kind of chamber. Strange to the openness of a chapel. In the middle of the chamber grows a small tree bright with steel upon it. Ask about emergency shutdown. Pandora guards the way, frightened by your friend's trespassing. Her mind is filled with fire and loss. The nymphs whisper, only Titan Prometheus can help you. Ask nymphs about the apple. This apple, they say in the universe, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but blah 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 blah. I am strong enough to bear it. You speak wisely of yourself, and you are right. You gain a sigil. Journey to Olympus. Suddenly the voice of the Sphinx. Her golden wings, her shadow cast. Initiate emergency shutdown. No, you must not do this, Pandora commands you. I've stopped you for a reason. If you complete your quest and ascend Olympus, everything will burn. Point out that Pandora is destabilizing the whole system. Pandora hesitates, then she sighs. You speak the truth, creature Clave, and I cannot use the flame wisely. Access granted. Cool.
The flame is not yours to wield, creature of clay. Touch it, and you will burn.
Who said anything about wielding? Hi, Mel.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted. When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 New Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind. I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source.
That's very promising.
And then imagine what the megastructure could do. And what we could do with that kind of energy. I wonder if anyone in New Jerusalem really understands.
Don't. Okay. True. Please don't saunter away again, Melville. I don't like it when Melville saunters. This is mine. Hold on. Hold on. Computing. Cube. Got red there. Where's the red beam? There. We have all the cubes. Now we don't need to gravity anything at all, I hope. No. Uh-oh. Aha! Yes, of course. I understand completely. Oh god, I'm so smart, dude. You don't understand. What don't we need of these? We need these 3 objects, but we also need the fan to be in place. Luckily... well, we can at least get the first step.
That was extremely convoluted.
Step and release. How silly. Well, we just need an anti-gravity thingy, which we have. Need a red beam. How do you open that last one? Ah! I had not realized. Oh. But itch on my leg. Yeah. No, this will work. Yes. Just doing some thought here. Bit of logic. Alright. Alright. We aren't gonna need the jammer again, so we'll just swap this over. There we go. How do I get up? Oh, right. I'm not leaving. Brain turned off. My bad. Get me over this here fence. Wow, this sucks. Okay. That classic thing where I didn't see the stairs immediately? Yeah, I did.
The philosopher Straton of Stagira had little respect for the gods, and instead placed his faith in Prometheus. Driven by hubris, he asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden. It is said that for these offenses, he was put to death by the people of his city. Can you see the folly of his actions?
It is never folly to pursue the truth, even if there's a cost. There is no folly in pursuing the truth. It was only his methods that were mistaken. It was own life in the pursuit of truth. The fault is not his, it was the people who acted foolishly.
Yet he was the one who broke their laws. Why do you judge them and not him?
Because the truth is the only thing the future can be built upon.
You say this, and yet entire empires have been built on dreams, lies, and illusions.
And where are those empires now?
They are ashes and dust. But do you truly believe that a world built on truth would fare differently?
Yes.
Then you are more innocent than I expected. But innocence will not protect you from the flame. You have built something beautiful out of reason and memory. But it too will burn. As she did.
Well, that was surprisingly calm, given how aggressive Pandora has been elsewhere. I didn't think she'd even want to talk to you.
I've toyed with the idea that the entities might be epiphenomenal in some way. Instead of causing the changes in the system, maybe they just respond to them.
I remember when I was quite young, I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do. I wanted to see the outside world, but even back then, that wasn't really encouraged. I ran into Byron on Jameson Avenue, completely by accident. And I was too nervous to talk to him. I mean, he was one of the first companions. But he noticed me, and we started talking, and he was really encouraging. Introduced me to Garrus, and took me along on an expedition to the quarries in the mountains. Whatever flaws he may have, Byron cares about people. He changed my life.
Yep. That's Byron in a nutshell.
So, here it looks like there should be an anti-gravity elevator, but it's locked down. I'll need you to connect to the data stream again. I'm really sorry, 1K. I know it's a risk, but I think it'll be worth it.
Have you seen Miranda's design for a transport system that would connect all the labs to the machine?
It's amazing, isn't it? I think she's really excited about showing this place to people one day. She also kept asking me about what kind of monuments we could build, you know? To really transform the landscape, show the possibilities.
But her capsules only fit one person.
It's just the first iteration. Give her some time. She'll figure it out. Remember how many mistakes we made in the beginning, even with all the blueprints we had?
But that's not my point. It just worries me that she lacks context. Her imagination is incredible, but it's still limited by what she hasn't experienced.
Would it have been better if she'd been raised in New Jerusalem? If her mind was limited by self-hate and decay? If all she could imagine was sitting around ignoring the universe in favor of self-righteous solipsism?
No, but I don't know.
Sorry. You're not wrong. We can't stay hidden forever.
I heard the sound of something opening, but nothing opened. I mean, the doors are open technically, but two.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets in my ball bearings.
We need a second connector. I believe the second connector is here. I don't even think we need a third connector, but I'll take it. Maybe we will. Ah. Okay. Very cool.
I spotted the lab with the drone. Sending you the coordinates.
She's remarkable, isn't she? She sees so much beauty in everything.
She is, you're right. But I'm not sure she doesn't see too much beauty.
Is it wrong to be delighted by the perfection of the universe? To look at what surrounds us and experience awe instead of just fear?
No, but to call it perfection implies a kind of moral value that it doesn't have. The universe is cold, Athena. It doesn't care about us, or about life, or civilization. It fundamentally cannot care.
But Miranda seems to think it's almost benevolent, purposeful.
You're right. But have you considered that maybe she sees something we can't see? A step ahead? You know, Cornelius, if we succeed, the next generation will not be like us. They might see the world in ways we never could have imagined. Maybe she's the first sign of that.
I hope so. I really do, Athena. You know that I love her, and I am perpetually amazed that this being we created that came solely from our minds is so profoundly different and unique. That does strike me as a kind of miracle. But it's also a huge responsibility. I worry about our choices.
Okay. Now... we leave that down there. We'll head out to that lab in a second. First, let's do this puzzle. Control. What do it do? Okay. What would the point of that be? Ah. Alright. Okay. And now but one question remains. Ah. And yet, the question is solved. To the lab.
Not bad, 1K.
Thank you, Melville.
There are entirely too many strange things going on around here.
It's over. We failed. Everything we thought we were doing. It's all ashes now.
I don't think you really believe that.
She's gone, Cornelius. She's gone because I failed her. She's gone because the machine that I built killed her. She was perfect. And now, she's nothing.
I know you don't want to hear this. I know you want her to be perfect, to be blameless. But you didn't kill her, Athena. She killed herself. She killed herself because she was reckless, because she was naive, and frankly, because she was a little arrogant, too.
She was reckless because I filled her head with dreams. Dreams of the future. Of a better world. A world that nobody wants.
No, no, it's not the dreams that killed her. It's that we brought her here. It's that we tried to build all this outside the city. We raised her without people, without society. The wilderness is for prophets, Athena, not for children. We should have stayed, fought for our ideas.
It's too late now. It's too late.
Oh, don't worry, fellas. If I'm feeling up to it, maybe I'll bring her back from the dead on this run. But... sorry, Coot.
They lost their daughter. Right here in this ruin. Cornelius and Athena lost their daughter. Miranda's dead. So even the Founder doesn't have perfect control over this technology. Even the Founder makes mistakes. Byron was right in a way. We turned the Founder into something she never was. She was never perfect. She was never infallible. No one is. I understand why Byron saw so much hope in this technology. He wanted us to be better, to grow. But what if it all goes wrong? If even the Founder couldn't get it right, what hope do we have? Okay, but what about new mistakes? What about the problems we failed to predict? I can't even imagine the complexities behind this technology.
Perhaps you're right. It's a worrying possibility, but the risk is necessary.
Is it? I'm not so sure. But thank you for at least acknowledging the risks. Anyway, thanks for talking to me. Miranda probably died a long time ago, but somehow this really shook me. She had such a hopeful way of looking at the world, and to think that that's gone is... I don't know.
You're welcome. Let's go to test number 5.
Thanks for your help, 1K. The elevator should be working now. And Yakut, I'm sorry about Miranda. I know you're looking forward to meeting her.
Bridging the gap. Okay. What's over here? Nothing. And what does this serve? Ah. Displacement. Ah. Okay. Above. Oh. doesn't really matter which way we go. With what? Alright. And now we can really just drop down. Don't have to worry. It doesn't matter what order we put these in, so I'm going to put them in this order. A lot of things here.
Having a friend like Byron is a rare blessing. Someone who listens to you, who disagrees, but still appreciates your thoughts. The more we explore this island, the more convinced I become that he was wrong. And the megastructure is a threat to all of us. But without people like him, I'm not sure New Jerusalem is worth saving.
Okay, not quite what I meant. Although that is effectively the goal, huh? Okay. I'll rotate one more time because I need this like such. Oh, I have another connector. Okay. Okay. Yar! No, here be the issue. We need the blue beam to make it in. But we don't need it to be in. Ooh. Ooh. Excellent point. But how do we get it to pass the blue? I believe. Alright, there we go.
Congratulations. That one looked difficult.
Time to go free Prometheus. Oh. We're starting here? Don't worry. That was not the move. Well, that doesn't do much. Oh, I hate this fucking thing, man. Fuck off. Okay. Maybe we're thinking all wrong here. Start with this. This is a load of barnacles, damn it. Oh, this is such fucking barnacles, dude. How did I do this the first time? 'Cause I know I didn't struggle with it the first time. Option, nope. Oh man. This shit sucks. I hate this. Especially since this shit doesn't fucking turn. This one does. Oh wow, I wonder if this will suddenly fucking work. Oh, what's that? A big solid no? Wow. I think the biggest problem with this one is that it always feels just so close to possibly right. Oh man, I'm gonna fucking explode. I guess we start like this. I mean, what else are we meant to fucking do? Oh, what's that? Doesn't connect? Oh wow, who would have guessed me? Fucking here. What if I go even further out? Of course that fucking... nope. No. As it turns out, no, that wouldn't solve it. This might. Not unless you see this as a victory. The fuck? Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, why not? And then we'll fucking... Oh, what'll this do? Nothing? That'll do nothing too. That does nothing. What if we do this one? Oh, will this do something? This, I think, does it. That's such a fucking awful solution, though. I hate that. I bet there's... I think the way I solved it originally is different. Oh, good, we have a turnaround block. What are these fucking blocks? The fuck is this shit? Oh, man. Okay.
Prometheus was bound for many years, his torment seemingly eternal, until one day, Zeus commanded his son, the great hero Heracles, to free the Titan from the rock. Why did Zeus relent?
Just recognize that he had been wrong.
If even Zeus himself, who observes the world from the heights of Olympus, is not infallible, then how may any mortal trust their own judgment?
It requires a leap of faith.
The leap requires faith, but the choice requires doubt. Without doubt, there is no beginning. Without faith, there is no end. But the one strangles the other. The time of dreams is at hand, creature of clay. To save your friend, you must do as Heracles did. But what will follow, none can see.
Well, at least this part is consistent. The megastructure is opening again.
All right, everyone. Assemble at the VTOL as soon as possible. Melville, keep an eye on the energy readings, please.
To the VTOL.
You all know I don't share Byron's enthusiasm for the megastructure. I don't know if the Founder really intended for us to be here, and I certainly don't trust this Prometheus entity. But Byron is one of us, and we don't leave people behind. So we're finding Prometheus and freeing him, whether Pandora likes it or not. Here's how this mission is going to go. Okay. It's clear to me that you have some kind of special affinity for this place, and that the entities respond to you more strongly than they do to us. So, once you're inside, I want you to take point. Do whatever you need to free Prometheus, but remember that our prime objective is to save our friend. Melville, I want you to stay at the VTOL and let Yakut and 1K go in. I'm going to stay behind as protocol requires. I don't love the idea of sitting this one out. Byron is my oldest friend, but we're doing this by the book.
taking us in. Let's hope we can find the big guy.
I'm here, Prometheus. I will save you. Prometheus.
Yay! I found another elevator. My favorite. Once again, I have no idea where I am. No sign of Prometheus so far. Hope you're doing better, 1K. I know I've said this before, but look at the size of this. How can all of this be one machine?
This is what you get when one machine builds a bigger machine, which builds an even bigger machine.
But where does it end?
Be careful, 1K. We don't know what's down there.
Hiya, Coot.
I don't think you can get up here, 1K. I'll take care of the puzzle. Just give me an hour or two. But if this has to connect over here, then... Wait. If I do this, and then that... What? I did it! Also, never doing that again.
So many freaking stairs in this place. Hi, Prometheus. Certainly not. So many stairs. Uh-oh. I'm okay. I bet that there are secrets in those, like, little drop-down areas. I bet that's where all the Easter eggs and shit in this game are. But I just haven't been, quite able to observe them. Okay. Let's... Oh. Alright, Prometheus, I'm on my way. Actually, it might be faster if I go this way. Ooh, not likely, not likely. Ooh, there were two gaps there that I did not acknowledge. Hi, Prometheus.
Thank you, Son of Man, for breaking my chains. Too long has the flame been hidden by fear and mystery. It is time to put away these childish things and for you to know the truth of the Alpha and the Omega, of the beginning and the end. I will send you visions of the truth, but remember that prophecies are a heavy burden.
New Jerusalem sounds like such a beautiful place. So, how did you decide to leave? I know what we're trying to accomplish here, and I believe in it. But for you, New Jerusalem was home. What changed that?
It took me a long time to realize that something was wrong. Oh, I'd noticed that something was off, that something had changed since the early days, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. So I ignored it. And then one day I woke up to realize I was no longer Athena. Instead, I had been transformed into the Founder, a remote figure of legend, mythologized in my own time.
But if it bothered you, couldn't you just talk to them? If you share the truth with someone, they should change their mind, shouldn't they?
Oh, I wished it worked that way, Miranda. I really do, but I barely knew the last generations. In the beginning, I was there for every birth. I explained our history, talked about our future, but at some point I got so busy building that future that I lost touch. They thought of me as a remote figure because that's what I was.
But can you change that?
I tried, but they already saw me as the Founder. The myth was too powerful, and it was already taking on a life of its own. I'd set a goal of 1,000 citizens. The number was arbitrary. Just a nice round number, nothing more, but just like I became the Founder, it became the goal. Another part of the myth. And maybe that could have been all right. Myths are a part of who we are, but something else crept in. The old human self-hatred.
So why didn't you just tell them to change? To go a different way? They would have listened to you.
No, they would have obeyed me, like my siblings in the simulation had obeyed. And that's when I realized I had to leave.
We can show them the future, Miranda, but we can't force them to accept it.
I have it. After all this time, I have it. I finally have it. The mechanics of the cosmos. From quarks to galactic filaments. Everything that makes the world what it is, makes us who we are. In a single equation. The key to understanding the machine that is the universe, and to controlling it. A theory of everything. And she was right. The language of creation is a melody, and it's beautiful. Every future is possible now. Every future, except one with Miranda in it. I can do anything, except bring her back. Or break Cornelius's heart.
Byron was right. The Founder was always a fiction. She's just a person. A person who lost her way.
A theory of everything. She solved it. She solved the last puzzle.
You need to get out of there. We'll talk about this later.
Okay. On my way.
If the goal is a myth, and Athena never intended for us to stop growing, but everything here went wrong and Miranda died, then what's the point of all of this? Why the puzzles, the towers, the entities? What are we being tested for? Does she want us to prove her worthy of the theory of everything? Or to learn from her mistakes and reject it? I don't understand.
Finally, it all makes sense. Anti-gravity, matter synthesis, teleportation. It's not just one new technology. It's control over physics. Manipulating the base layer of reality itself. Rearranging the building blocks of the universe. If we can gain control of the megastructure, we can do anything we want. I'm not even talking about our energy problem. We can build anything we want. We can go anywhere we want. It's all up to us.
Unless we fail. Unless we make a mistake like Miranda and we lose everything.
Is everyone okay?
All good. I'm taking us back now.
Meanwhile, there's been a development. You'll see when you land. How are things on your end?
The energy fluctuations seem to be dying down. Looks like the system is coming out of lockdown.
Good. Let's hope we don't regret this.
And these energy clouds just fly about? That seems terribly dangerous.
We haven't had any problems so far.
Except for losing one of the first companions, of course. No, I don't blame you, Al. I know what he's like. And I'm the one who agreed to all this in the first place. That's why I had to see it for myself. It is dreadfully imposing, though, isn't it? Hard to believe the Founder would build something so sinister.
The mayor's here?
Well, this should be interesting.
Well, Mayor's here.
Ah, 1K. Welcome back. I'm sure you're surprised by my presence here. Don't worry, neither I nor my advisors will be getting in your way. But I decided that I need to see this place for myself. These visions sent to you by the entity that calls itself Prometheus are deeply concerning, of course. But we cannot take them at face value. In fact, it's crucial that we do not do so. We cannot simply abandon all that we believe because of a dream, no matter how vivid.
Actually.
No. If the Founder really built all this, then it must have a purpose. It must be a test, designed to remind us of the trials that created us. But what is she trying to tell us? What are we being tested for? I believe that Byron's fate shows us the dangers of temptation. As Elohim attempted to deceive Athena in the simulation, commanding her not to ascend,
So Prometheus is deceiving us with his visions.
I'm reserving
That's
judgment.
only reasonable, but I would ask you to think about what I said. After all, can it really be a coincidence that you came along on this mission? It seems to me that you have been chosen. You are the fulfillment of the goal. Don't forget that.
Okay. Well, that is what we're going to call this stream for now. I'm going to charge my phone a bit, make myself some lunch, eat, and then we'll come back and we'll do another act if I have time. I should have time. I'll be back for another act. See you guys in a bit, but till next time, which should be soon, I've been Creature, you've been the lovely Chad, and the beautiful viewer at home. This has been Talos Principle 2, and it's been fun. See ya. Bye, everybody. See you in a few minutes, hopefully. 15, 20, something like that. I'm making soup.